More than two-thirds of UK millennials believe their generation will be worse off than their parents. Almost two-thirds (62%) of the 1,030 16 to 24-year-olds polled by YouGov felt the government cared more about older generations than their own.
This post received a score of 49,542, with an upvote ratio of 89%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than almost two-thirds (62%) of the 1,030 16 to 24-year-olds polled by YouGov felt the government cared more about older generations than their own. In my country, old people have the highest voter turnout. Is it the same in the UK?
Yes, but that appears to be changing as the 2017 general election indicated a higher than previous turnout of younger voters. Edit, or perhaps not.
Good old Brexit and Corbyn giving the youth something to vote for. Corbyn is not nearly as popular amongst us young people as he was back in 2016. We really want a strong anti-Brexit party to vote for, and because he's been vacillating constantly, a lot of us are going to vote Lib Dem or even Green. Seriously, if he had just come out and said the Labour Party is anti-Brexit, then he wouldn't be nearly as unpopular as he is. Agree with your first part. And #X200B. But he can't come out and say that as he is a massive Eurosceptic. Yup, that's one of the reasons I've never really been convinced about him. Don't get me wrong, I'd vote for him every time over a Tory, but he's done and said a lot of stuff that makes me doubtful of him.
As a Remain guy, I understand the qualms he has with the EU as well, but it's not the hill to die on. Not now, as we actually slip toward dystopia. It's the double-edged sword of having a man with actual principles in the top spot. On the one hand, he won't bow to pressure. On the other hand, he won't bow to pressure. He's pissing votes away though, and he's kidding himself if he thinks any version of Brexit that happens won't be incredibly right-wing and nationalist. He's given the right, the Blairites and centre-left a total fucking golden ticket.
Does millennial just mean young person now or something?
It means anyone not a boomer at this point, I think. Anyone below Gen X, but also part of Gen X if that part demands things like living wages or opportunity or hope.
I'm 26, so definitely a millennial, but I noticed older people, family members stopped lumping me in with millennials when I bought my house and got married. Now I'm like them, apparently law.
Outside of statistical uses for employment statistics and generational usage, to certain people it just means entitled youth, young adults who complain too much. I'm annoyed as well, because to them if you're well employed with property and somewhat settled then you're no longer millennial. It also doesn't help that the ranges for millennials are pretty much redrawn every 1 to 2 years. Some reports put me out of it while other put me in the exact middle. 28Y0.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.